Hi. I'm making this video fairly late, but I'm doing it because we're at a critical point in Irish history. Tomorrow are the European elections. And what I want to tell everybody is that I'm going to give you who I'm going to vote for in order, descending order, from 1, 2, 3, and I think there may be more after that, but this is what I'm going to how I'm going to present it. So first off, before I do that, I want to tell you about why what is happening, why mass immigration is taking place, why we're being flooded with people from all over the world, and why it's so easy, and why it's being made so easy on the people coming here, and why everything is working in their favour, not in favour of the native Irish people. Now, there's a reason for that. There's been 3 agreements by European and Canada as well, and other countries around the world that have signed up to these particular pacts. In Europe, it was, for the first 2, it was the Barcelona Declaration and it was the Marrakesh Agreement. You can look those up for yourself online. The latest one that took place was the Global Compact for Migration, which was signed by Leo Varadkar in Marrakesh last year, which is 2018. So what that agreement was about was, it is an agreement which allows for the, and if I get it in the right order of words, there's 3 of them, allows for the safe, orderly and consistent or regular migration of peoples from developing countries into first world nations like Ireland, Britain and Europe, and North America didn't sign up for it. Canada did, I believe. There were a few other countries as well. 50 something in total, I think. Sorry about that. So basically, that's just a message there. Basically, what that does is, what that agreement was about was making it easy. We are supposed to be responsible for the people coming into this country. And we are supposed to set up systems and resources which makes it easy for them to come here and to be here. That's what the Global Compact for Migration is. We are responsible for their movement here. That's what it's about. Which in essence is the dissolution of our borders, which in essence is the dissolution of our identity, and is also the dissolution of our culture. So when you see things that happening, like whenever you hear about, we say, a man from Africa or a man from Pakistan or something like that, committing a sexual assault against Irish women, and they get a lenient enough sentence, that's why that's taking place. So there were 3 young Nigerian boys who raped a girl in the woods in Dublin, I believe it was, and all of them got off, with the female judge actually saying that a heavy sentence would affect their ability to earn a living for themselves when they got older. That was that. There was also late last year, there was a Pakistani taxi cab driver who sexually molested 3 girls, one after the other, in his cab, and he basically got off with a slap on the wrist and was still allowed to drive his taxi cab. Again, a female judge. So it might be mind-numbing to people who can't understand why these people are getting off. There's no mystery to it when you understand those 3 agreements, and how our sovereignty has been signed away for the desire of our puppet government. It's a puppet government because Leo Varadkar is unelected. Our puppet government is doing the will and the desire of globalists in Brussels, and he is a traitor to his own people, the Irish people, for doing so, for signing that agreement in Marrakesh. So now So don't be in any mystified state as to why you're seeing all of these people flooding into our country, because it's desired by our government. Our government has created a thing called Ireland 2040, and it is basically just a cover for the desires of the globalists in the EU and the UN and the ideologues who want this mass immigration into our nations against any kind of desires from the people within. So my vote is going to go first to, I believe, is going to be Peter O Loughlin of Identity Ireland. I think I'll be voting second for Peter Madden, who's running on the 20 pillars of Gemma O'Doherty's Anti-Corruption Ireland. Okay, and then third, I think I'm going to put in that place will be Dolores Cahil, who is the chairperson for I Exit the Freedom Party, but they are changing name at the moment, so she has to run as an independent because the party doesn't have a defining name. So that they're going to be my three first choices. Okay. I urge you to do the same. If you're in Dublin, vote for Gemma O'Doherty. Okay, she will rescind a lot of these agreements. She will bring back about laws and legislation which will protect the Irish people. And yes, there is such a thing as the Irish people. Okay, I'm one of them. All right, I'm not Chinese, I'm not African, I'm not Pakistani, I'm not Indian. Okay. We have had, as far as immigration goes into this country, in 2018 we had 120,000 non-nationals immigrate to this country. 12,000 were Brazilians and 7,000 were Indians. And so that's basically an invasion when you consider the size of this small country. Last year, 2,000 people were given Irish identity in Killarney. And it goes on and on and on. And basically, the continued disenfranchisement of the native peoples, the indigenous peoples, the Irish, is continuing until we stop it by putting the right people in government. Don't vote for the same people, please. Please do not vote for the same people. None of the usual suspects. Green Party, Sinn Féin, Labour, Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, goes without saying, people before profit. Vote for none of them. They're all globalists. They won't operate for the national identity of the Irish people. They will be communist in their approach, they will be socialist in their approach. It won't work. Okay? So please, in Dublin, Gemma O'Doherty, and if you're in the south of Ireland, Cork, Tipperary, the three people that I mentioned. There is a good guy going in Galway. He was interviewed by Rowan Croft from the YouTube channel Gran Torino recently. Check out his videos on YouTube. That Galway man is also very good as well, and I can't think of his name. So best of luck, folks.